everyone, it's Alana here. This look that I have done with all products under $10. I know, seems crazy, but it's true. There's a lot of people out there that, me included, love our higher end makeup, but I figured it was important to show a drugstore-esque. Some of the stuff is kind of stuff that you can get at Ulta, but mostly drugstore products. Everything, like I said, is under $10. And yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, don't stop watching. Hey everyone, it's Alana here. So I'm going to start off with foundation. I've prepped my skin with my Embryolisse moisturizer. I love that stuff for before I do my makeup. I feel like it's really emollient. It just lets everything stick to it. I'm using here the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation in color 200 Soft Beige. This is for when I have a fake tan, which I do a little bit right now, and if I am all natural, I use the shade 100 Ivory, which is pretty fair. I think it's the lightest shade they have, and I love this foundation. I think it looks so natural on the skin, doesn't leave you cakey or anything. I like to apply it at first with my fingers, dot it on, and then I'll use my Real Techniques blending sponge. I love that thing. It's awesome for the money, definitely comparable to the Beauty Blender. I'm just going to blend that out until my skin looks good, and I think everything's blended perfect. So now I'm going to use my NYX Dark Circle Corrector. This is in the color Light. I really like this stuff for dark circles. It's affordable and it has a nice peachy undertone, so that's really going to correct any darkness that you have going on under your eye. I usually just apply it with my finger. I kind of feel like that's the easiest way to do it. And yeah, I just blend it out right before I'm going to put on my normal concealer. So now I'm going to use the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. This is in the color Ivory. I love this stuff because it kind of gives you nice medium coverage. I dropped it on my lap, that's okay. And it looks really, really natural, and the skin looks really skin-like. And I just apply it as an upside-down triangle under my eyes, making sure I get kind of down where my nostrils are. That kind of tends to get red around there, like I'm doing right now, just applying it there. I like to apply a little on my chin and my forehead, and then I'm just going to blend it out with my Beauty Blender. If you want a concealer that's really full coverage, this probably isn't the best for you, but I love it for every day. Like to wear it to work. I like wearing makeup every day that looks like skin, you know, that doesn't look like you have a mask on. I don't want people to know that I'm wearing makeup. I kind of want it to look flawless and blend really nicely. So I'm just going to keep blending this out until I think it looks good. So now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toast, and if I have a nice little fake tan going on, I'll use this to contour, just because it has kind of a warmer undertone to it, versus my natural pale ass skin. It doesn't look as good. So yeah, I'm just going to carve out some cheekbones, do a little on my forehead, and then do a little bit as well on my chin, kind of create some more shadows. And I think this stuff blends out so much better than a lot of the other cream contours that I've used, and it's pretty cheap, so you can't beat that. And I'm just going to blend it out with my sponge. I'll either use a sponge to blend it out, or I'll use my Real Techniques brush. I think it's, let's see, it's the sculpting brush I'll use sometimes too. And either way works great, and yeah, so I'm just going to keep blending here until everything looks nice and even. So once my under eyes blended out, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the color 1 Transparent, and I'm just applying this with an e.l.f. brush. I love this stuff. I feel like this doesn't dry out your under eye, it doesn't get cakey, and it's, I think, pretty comparable to the Laura Mercier. I know people may come at me for that, but I think it's a great affordable option. For my brows, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild brow pencil, and this is in the color Taupe of the Morning, which is pretty funny. But I'm just going to use this to pencil in my brows. I don't like to do really overly dramatic brows. I feel like on me it doesn't look good. I love this color. I actually use this pencil for my brows all the time, even over the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. I really love this just because I feel like it's a good color for my brows. So I forget what this is called, but this is by Wet n Wild, and this is their shimmering blusher type of thing. I'll leave it linked in the description below. But I love this because it's kind of like a highlighter and blush in one. It's pretty pale of a blush color, and I like that personally. I don't like something too pigmented, and I think this gives a really pretty glow to the cheeks. Next, I'm using my Makeup Revolution Redemption eyeshadow palette in the Romantic Smoked, and I'm using my e.l.f. brush. I think it's the concealer brush actually, but I love to use this as an eyeshadow brush, and these don't have names on them, but I'm using the lightest like tan kind of shade in my crease, and I'm just using it with that brush, just working it in. I'm not putting on any eyeshadow primer today. This is more just like a quick, easy look. Normally I wouldn't use like any primers if I'm doing just like something simple. And yeah, so I'm just going to work that into the crease. So now I'm going back into the crease with that lilac-y purple shade that's in this palette. I'm using a Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm just going to work that into more of the outer corners of the crease, kind of bringing it up. I like to use purple on my eyes because I kind of have some greenish in my eyes that I like to bring out, and I feel like purple is a really awesome color to do that, and it's a really pretty color in this palette. Then I'm also going to darken it up a little bit with that grayish color from the palette, and I'm just working that kind of on the outer V. I'm not really going crazy with blending like to make it perfect, because we're going to kind of blend in more colors sort of at the end. That's kind of how I work. I try to just, you know, put the colors where they need to be, and then as I continue to build and add more colors, everything kind of comes together at the end. So I'm taking the third color over from the left. It's like a taupey, kind of icy color, and I'm just applying that with my finger. It's probably the easiest way, to be honest, and to right on my lid. I'm just applying that, you know, blending it upward a little bit, kind of into the other colors. And like I said, we're gonna add some more purple in there, and it's gonna all come together nicely. So I'm going to go back in with that lilac-y purple color from the palette. This is a nice matte shade, and I'm just gonna go back in a little more heavy-handed this time, blend everything together in the crease. I think this color kind of brings all the other shadows together nicely. Then what I'm going to do is take my Wet n Wild pencil. It's the same as that other pencil I used, except this is the color Pretty in Mink, and I'm just going to tightline my eyes. I feel like tightlining my eyes makes all the difference. For me personally, since I have light eyelashes, it just kind of brings the whole look together. I know that sounds weird, but if I don't do it, I definitely notice. Now I'm going to just kind of do a little wing, starting with the outer corner and just kind of fading it in a little bit and just doing a little cat eye action. So now I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Supersizer Fibers Mascara. This is in the color Brown. I really love this for every day just because it's natural for me since I have blonde hair. I think black kind of can look a little a little overkill sometimes, and I think that the brown gives a nice sultry look, especially with my eye color. I love this stuff because it makes your lashes look really nice and really long. It doesn't clump or anything. I usually love the Lorac Pro mascara, but this is a really nice drugstore option that I like to use just because the Lorac Pro one's a little more expensive and it only comes in black. I'm trying to prevent my mascara mouth from occurring, and yeah, I really love this mascara. So now for lips, I'm going to line my lips with this NYX pencil. It's in a nude color, and I think it's actually just called Nude. And I really love this just to line my lips. I think it makes your lips look nice and natural. This is also good if you want to really overline your lips. My lips are pretty like decent size naturally, so I don't go too crazy normally. But this is going to give you like more natural effect if you are going to go overline your lips. And I'm just applying that all over, and then I'm going to take this NYX lipstick, and this is like a nudie shimmery color, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. And as you'll see, I wanted to make it a little darker. I didn't love like how light it was. I feel like nudes on me just don't look good for some reason, so I took that Pretty in Mink pencil and I just kind of added some darker color to it, and yeah, just smudged it in with my finger. And I really like how it turned out. So, why just use one lipstick when you can use multiple to get the perfect color? And this is Milani's Dolce Caramello. I love this color. It's a perfect, like, frosty pink color. Some people don't like frosty colors, but I love it. It's my jam. And to finish off the look, I'm just going to spritz a little bit of the Mario Badescu Cucumber Spray. And this is going to help kind of take away that powder look. And I think it really brings everything together. So this is the finished look. Everything that I put on my face was under $10. I will have everything listed in the description box of how much everything was and what products I used, just in case you missed it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I think that's about it. So let me know what you want me to do next. And yeah, alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye!